Lee, 5'6", a sophomore guard from Liberty, Kentucky. Faith Lake, 5'9", a graduate guard from Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Maddie Boyle, 5'5", a junior guard from Milledgeville, Kentucky. Ashley McGeorge, 6 foot, a redshirt senior forward from Tompkinsville, Kentucky. And rounding out the 5 for the Lady Tigers, Courtney Pritchett Swiss, 5'8", a redshirt junior forward from Byrdstown, Tennessee. For Cumberland University today, Coach Scott Bloom in his 4th season, assisted by former Georgetown Tigers Shelby Bean Pace. Caitlin Oliver also on the bench. Kiera Sexton, 5'5", a sophomore guard from Scottsboro, Alabama. Tyra Johnson, 5'8", a senior guard from Decatur, Alabama. Anna Claire Swafford, 5'6", a freshman guard from Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Elena Rongos, 6 foot, a sophomore forward from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Abby Morgan rounds out the 5 for the Phoenix, 5'5", a sophomore guard from Manchester, Tennessee. The Lady Tigers in the home whites, Campbellsville across the chest in maroon numerals, some gray trim for CU. Cumberland University in the road gray uniforms. Cumberland University in script sandwiches the maroon or burgundy numbers. They've got the Phoenix logo on the back between the shoulders. Campbellsville with that tiger paw between the shoulders for the Lady Tigers. It will be Rongos and McGeorge to jump it up. McGeorge sends it over to Lauren Lee. And Benji Kelly, we are underway here at the Powell Athletic Center.
Here we go.
Right wing Lake dumps it down inside to Pritchett, faces up, McGeorge rolling. Some contact, shot goes, won't draw the foul, but does get the finish.
Yeah, good start, nice entry pass. Courtney Pritchett to a cutting Ashley McGeorge. Little spin bounce off the glass. Good start for the Lady Tigers.
Cumberland University into the front court for the first time today. Tyra Johnson with it, kicks it out to Rongos and hands it off here to Sexton. Back to Johnson. Sexton again, she'll drive, middle of the floor, throws one up, runs over Pritchett, and it's an offensive foul. Courtney Pritchett stands her ground, takes the contact, and the Lady Tigers get it back.
How many times have we seen that this year, Matt Payton? Courtney Pritchett stands her ground and draws the offensive foul. Campbellsville basketball.
Lady Tigers, the offensive end, Faith Lake holds. McGeorge battling for position. They help down a bit. Lee open, won't shoot it. On the drive, cut off by Sexton. Back out to Pritchett, 10 to shoot. Lee off the wing right side, on the dribble, working. Left side of the lane. This is going to be now Lake. Out, left wing Lee. 3 seconds, going to have to let it ride. Spins, throws up a decent look that falls through. Swish for Lauren Lee.
Well, let's use 29.9 seconds of the shot clock to get it off. Lauren Lee. Nice little 15-footer spin move there.
Cumberland University in the offensive end. Johnson inside. Rongos. A double team there for the Lady Tigers. Has to kick it out. Abby Morgan in the corner. Won't shoot it. Drives in. Tries to bounce one or wrap one around, I should say, to a teammate. I believe that was Swafford it was. And it ends up being knocked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. They're going to say kick ball, I do believe.
Kick ball. Shot clock goes up to 20. You and I have talked about that. Don't know if I necessarily agree with that rule, but that's the way it is. But you give them 8 more seconds here.
Johnson in the corner, working against Lee. Johnson going to take a tough contested shot that's off the mark. She thought she was fouled. McGeorge grabbed it out of midair. Lauren Lee will push. She'll go right side of the lane. Stops into the corner. Boyle has it. Can't shoot it. They say she stepped on the sideline. And it will go back to Cumberland University here.
Yeah, it was one of those things. The outlet pass there was not as direct. So I think where Maddie was initially, she was in the right spot, but she had to kind of go up a little higher to get that one. So as a result, she came down on the sideline.
Cumberland with the basketball. Out top. This is Morgan. Drives down, cut off here. Leaves it with Johnson. Faith Lake defends. Johnson on the drive. Free throw line. Backs up a bit. Now feeds one down low. Shot blocked by Boyle. Morgan had a look. Hesitated a bit. Allowed Boyle to close out. Pritchett the other way. Lee left wing. Driving out. Left side triple. Bang! Courtney Pritchett, the trifecta for the Lady Tigers there.
Yeah, nice little transition there and a kick back to Courtney Pritchett for a wide open 3. Great start for this Lady Tiger team, Matt.
Touchdown and an extra point. The advantage for the Lady Tigers. Rongo's going to fire a 3. That's no good. Rebound taken by Sexton, and she's fouled. She and McGeorge had kind of gotten tied up on that rebound a bit. McGeorge going to pick up her first foul, and that's the first on the Lady Tigers. Sexton goes to the nail, 66% on the season.
Yeah, it was one of those that I think Ashley jumped a little early on that rebound, and it was kind of a little awkward, but she kind of got her hand in there and was able to foul Sexton. Unfortunate call there, but it was the correct one.
First free throw good. That gets Cumberland University on the board here. We've got 7:23 remaining in this first quarter. Thanks for joining us, wherever you're at. Lady Tigers the rebound of that missed free throw. To the other end they come. Lauren Lee works right side, leaves it with Boyle off the wing. McGeorge there to set the screen. Boyle now to Pritchett right side. On around into the corner. Lee working, middle of the floor, stops. Out, Lake a dribble. She'll drive in, cut off. Now Boyle, 10 to shoot. Boyle, Lake, now Lee. Lee driving, bounces. McGeorge in the middle of the lane, out. Lee again at the end of the shot clock. Hits another one. Lauren Lee with 2 buzzer beaters.
Ooh, that was close, Matt. That one was close. I thought McGeorge was going to go up with it, but she kicked it out to Lauren Lee, and once again, 29.99 seconds.
Sometimes it's easier to know you can't think about it. You just got to pitch it up there. Here's Sexton is cut off. 9-1, Lady Tigers lead. Sexton keeps spinning and moving down in there, finds herself a decent look, just couldn't quite get the finish. Faith Lake pushes for CU. Lake bounces. Pritchett holds it. Pritchett works right side, out. Boyle wide open, triple on the way. That is hard, and the long rebound will be taken by Abby Morgan.
Campbellsville's first miss, Matt, 4-4. Now they're 4-5.
Other way, this is Johnson, throws up a runner, no good, and Rongo's going to be hit over the back. Elena Rongo's first foul.
Yeah, that's a good job by McGeorge there to put a body into her and keep her off the boards, and just enough contact there to call the foul. But it's textbook blockout 101 there by Ashley McGeorge.
9-1, Lady Tigers back to work. Lauren Lee orchestrates the offense. Lee leaves it to Caitlin Wilkes. Wilkes just checking in, 6'2", junior forward from Stanford, Kentucky. Pritchett and Lake, a little two-woman game there. The shot's blocked by Rongos. Cumberland University to the offensive end. Driving is Sexton. Will step through, and they're going to call an extra step. Yeah, and this will bring Shyla Calvert into the lineup for CU.
Good defense there by Faith Lake. She's just got that long extension on the reach out, and just a little extra step there.
Calvert, 5'5", graduate guard from Bardstown, Kentucky. You've got Lee, Pritchett, Calvert, Wilkes, and Lake out there for the Lady Tigers. Cumberland University still with their starting 5 out there. 9-1, Lee on the dribble, defended by Sexton, works off the Pritchett screen, stops, wants the entry, and the help defender, Johnson, comes from the backside. They say she gets a piece of the arm of Lauren Lee. And that will be the first on Tyra Johnson, the third on Cumberland University. Here Pritchett works off the baseline, out of bounds, goes up with a shot, and a blocking foul and one. Count it for Pritchett.
Nice little out of bounds play there by Campbellsville. Pritchett a chance here for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Kara Sexton picks up the foul, and that will be her second. 4 on Cumberland University as a team. Courtney Pritchett, one of the nation's best free throw shooters up there, 86% on the season for Swiss, and that one is beautiful. She'll check out, earns herself a breather as Sarah Sutton enters the Lady Tiger lineup, and quite a start for the Lady Tigers, quite a start for Pritchett herself.
Yeah, Campbellsville off 5 of 7 here from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, but Cumberland looking for their first field goal here 5 minutes into the game.
We talked about some of the struggles shooting for Cumberland here. Johnson lost the handle. Faith Lake picks it up. Wilkes, and now the Lady Tigers back to the offensive end. Lee working right side at Rongos, hesitates off glass, won't go. Nice job by Lauren Lee to let the defender fly by, just couldn't finish. Ahead quickly, new player into the lineup is Oldham. She is blocked by Sarah Sutton. Brianna Oldham, they call her Bree, 5'4" sophomore guard from Hopkinsville.
Job of Sutton there to kind of just get down and get good defensive position, and held her ground, was able to get that block shot.
Left side, Faith Lake. Wanted to shoot it down low, couldn't find a passing lane. Lee out top, Sutton catches. Now Calvert, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Calvert drives, past Morgan, throws one up, no good. And oh my, Rongos, all kinds of block out. Lee again, 3 times, no. She had beat the buzzer twice on the shot clock. Johnson back to the front court, 12-1. Lady Tigers lead by 11. Johnson holds it left side. Oldham skips it right wing. Morgan can't shoot it. Right back to Oldham. She'll take a long two. That is good. And Brianna Oldham off the bench gets the field goal.
Yeah, first field goal, 6 minutes into the game that Cumberland has scored there. So great little stretch of defense there by Campbellsville. Turned them over 3 times and 5 rebounds.
Entry here looking for Wilkes. Ball knocked away. Sutton and Oldham locked up. Oldham pulls it away. She'll come to the other end. Lake with a back tap, and it goes out of bounds. Nice hustle by Faith Lake, and this will bring us to a media timeout. 12-3. The Lady Tigers lead it by 9. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
School is a lot different right now. Some days kids are learning at home with their parents' help, and
some days Elmo goes to school. To stay healthy, Elmo wears his mask and stays apart from his friends.
that's right. It may be challenging, but remember, when things get tough, to take a slow, deep breath. We are all in this together.
Yeah. Come on, Daddy. It's time for school at home.
Caring for each other because we are all in this together.
Back inside the Powell Athletic Center, Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here as we take a look at some of the numbers. The Lady Tigers leading Cumberland University 12-3 here in the early going. Campbellsville with a nice start from the field. They trailed off just a bit, 50%. Of course, you can't keep that 100% or 71% forever, but the Lady Tigers getting nice performances here in the early stages. Courtney Pritchett, 6 points, a couple of rebounds. Lauren Lee, 4 points already in the ball game. Benji?
Yeah, just a great start for the Lady Tigers from the get-go. Built this, I think they got an 11-point lead, 12-1 at one time. Now it's 12-3 here, but you couldn't ask for a better start.
Oldham pitches it in. This will be Devin Burns in there, 5'9" junior guard from Nashville, Tennessee. Johnson can't shoot it. Into the corner she goes. Another opportunity for Morgan, and that one is good. Actually, that is Swafford, excuse me.
Swafford
1-3, not 2 threes.
Swafford was wide open there for a good 10 seconds. Campbellsville got a little out of sorts on their defense there. As a result, she got an easy 15-footer.
Out top, Boyle crosses over, working against Swafford. Now Lee and Boyle end up in the same area. Ball knocked away. I think Boyle was going to drive. Lee was trying to cut back door. And a little miscommunication between those two leads to a turnover. Swafford open, 3 on the way, short. Rebound, nice block out by Sutton. Calvert going to race the other way, a chance at numbers. Calvert picks it up. Back out to Sutton, left wing, Boyle holds it. They want Wilkes, they have her now. Wilkes going to go to work against Rongos. Left hand good. Caitlin Wilkes gets the deuce down inside.
Good start for Caitlin Wilkes. She struggled a little bit the last couple of games. Typically, when she gets a good early start, she has a pretty strong game. So,
into the corner, Swafford now leaves it with Rongos. Rongos in, now back out. Here is a jumper for Burns, no good. Long rebound is taken away from Rongos by Lee, and that's a tough luck foul against Elena Rongos as she was kind of locked up with Lee a bit, fell down, and picks up a foul. That should send Lauren Lee to the free throw line. That's a bonus. Should be a bonus.
Could be Lauren Lee going to the free throw line.
I guess the only issue would be, was it a loose ball, or did Lauren have possession, or at that point it would?
Typically, the only time you don't shoot is when it's an offensive play, and it was a loose ball, so nobody had possession there.
So Lauren Lee does go to the free throw line here, 82.5% on the season for the youngster. Hits the first free throw. One more for Lauren Lee. Gets both.
Campbellsville perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line here in the first quarter, Matt. Well, what the other day, 23 of 24 down at Lindsay.
Those were big.
All
of
them
huge. Big. Here, Johnson going to take the pull-up on the way. That is good for Tyra Johnson, one of the conference's leading scorers, 16.5 points per ball game.
Yeah, and that was another mid-range. You and I talked about those mid-range jumpers.
Lee sprinting down, leaves it out with Faith Lake. Shot no good. Misha McKinney in there, 6'1" freshman forward from Atlanta, Georgia. Knocked it free and to a teammate. Oldham with it. Johnson out front, contested three over Lauren Lee, no good. McKinney tries to grab the rebound, keeps it alive for Oldham once again. Second chance opportunity for the Phoenix. Into the corner left side, three on the way from Burns. That's no good. Oldham and Calvert locked up. Oldham gets the rebound and the stick back.
Yeah, Shala should have put a body there on that block out. She didn't, and allowed that Cumberland player to come in there and get the hand.
Oldham with a lot of energy here for the Phoenix early, and has certainly helped spark them a bit. Just over a minute to play in this first quarter. McGeorge tried to split two defenders, throws a shot up, no good, stays with it, put back, not there, and McKinney the rebound for Cumberland U.
Couple good looks there by Ashley McGeorge, just didn't fall.
Less than a minute to play, 16-9. Oldham drives, and she's bumped and fouled. I believe this will be on McGeorge. That will be her second. So Ashley McGeorge picks up number 2, and that'll be 2 on the Lady Tigers as a team. Thanks for joining us today, whether that's through our video streaming platforms on CampbellsvilleTigers.com or our local cable channel, Comcast Cable Channel 10, as well as our streaming platforms audio-wise, and 88.7 The Tiger, 104.7 The Score, wherever you may be joining from. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. Lady Tiger basketball. Free throw for Oldham is good. One more coming for Bree Oldham. 49% on the season from the stripe. That first one looked really good. Second one as well. So unless my numbers are wrong, maybe a small sample size.
I was to say it could be a small sample size there, but you make two like that, that percentage will jump in a heartbeat.
Right up there. McGeorge checks out. Caitlin Wilkes back in. 45 seconds. Lady Tigers to work here offensively. Pritchett holds it just inside the arc. Motions their teammates here. Pritchett wants Lee, has her. Lee will circle down the lane, right side. Scoop shot blocked by McKinney. Faith Lake right there to pick it up. Can't put it back. Ball is still being fought forward. We're going to have a foul underneath here, as this will go on Oldham.
Faith Lake in the right spot at the right time. Picked up that block shot, was able to get a nice look, just didn't fall. Got her own rebound. Now a chance here to go to the line to earn it.
16-11. Lake's first free throw is good. Lady Tigers with a few players that see significant minutes, up over 80% free throw line. This is for those big nights at the stripe. Very good when you've got Lauren Lee, Faith Lake, Courtney Pritchett, and Sarah Sutton. And then you take, the others, McGeorge, Boyle, and Wilkes are all around 70%.
Yeah, those are some high percentages.
18-11, Cumberland to work here on the offensive end. 12 seconds. Johnson gets past Faith Lake, throws up a shot, good off glass. Campbellsville with the last opportunity here, 5 seconds. Faith Lake crosses the timeline, 3 seconds. Calvert going to let it ride, 3 on the way. That may have been partially blocked. Pritchett couldn't quite grab it quickly enough to go back up, and that's where the first quarter will come to a close. Campbellsville will take a 5-point advantage into the second. 18-13 our score. We'll be right back after this short break. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you, too.
to 13 our score after one quarter of play. The Lady Tigers lead Cumberland University here in the Powell Center. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly with you. And, Benji, as they say in horse racing, down the stretch they come. We have reached the final couple of weeks of the regular season here, and it is a fast and furious close for a lot of these teams. The Lady Tigers with still 7 games counting today over the next couple of weeks. It is going to be a Man, quite a finish, quite a run down the stretch as teams are jockeying
for position.
To further that
there you go.
horse racing analogy, jockeying for position in the conference tournament and different things. This league is as difficult as always.
Well, as you say, here we are down the home stretch. 3 weeks from today, Matt, you and I will be in Bowling Green. The conference, I guess not the first round will be played less than 3 weeks, but the final site there at Bowling Green, the top 8 advance, or actually the top 4 advance, and then those playing games. So, and I believe they may start on Friday for the women. If
Friday
I'm not
women, I believe it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So. And you've got that play-in game on that Tuesday, and with all the weather issues, COVID issues, who even know, you really don't want to be in that play-in game for a multitude of reasons. Things could go wrong. As try to
9:57 should be 27 on the shot. At this point, I'd go back to 10 and 30.
Start over.
That would really happen. So.
Yeah, I don't thought he would complain at that stage, but. Zach Wilson producing our broadcast today. I changed out these batteries, Zach. I'm still not sure which one's good. It's showing low battery again on this monitor. I don't know if you want to come grab the 2 at the table here, maybe charge those up or whatnot. Still waiting on the
not working.
Uh-oh. Again, thanks for joining us today. 88.7 The Tiger, 104.7 The Score on radio.
Connor Wilson to the rescue.
Connor Wilson helping out.
Man of many talents.
Back to work for Cumberland University. They trail by 5. Johnson going to hoist the 3. That is no good. Hard. McKinney nearly another rebound. Couldn't quite track it down and throw the lasso around it, so it will be Lady Tiger basketball.
Campbellsville started off guns a-blazing, man. I believe they were, 5 of their first 7?
I know they hit their first 4, right? They hit 4 in a row.
And now they've gone one of 9, their last 9 shots. So cooled off quite a bit, shooting 37.5%.
Faith Lake bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett looking, has Wilkes. Out, Boyle. And she'll back away, leaves it with Faith Lake. Lake wants to drive in, bounces to Wilkes, and now out top. It's Lee. Boyle on the wing, 5 seconds. Lady Tiger's going to have to let it go. Boyle, 2 seconds. Boyle going to throw it up on the way, no good. And the rebound is tapped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by Faith Lake. Boyle dribbled that down as far as she could, and I think had she taken that a split second earlier, McKinney really knew that was the time to close out, and I think may have gotten a piece of that, Benji.
I believe she did, and once again, Campbellsville using the full 30-second shot clock down to, that's the 4th possession, I believe, that we've been able to get it down there under 30, and sometimes you have to rush those shots, and they're not the best looks.
5-point game as Swafford holds it. They bounce baseline. Oldham going to fire up a jumper, no good. The rebound nearly hits Courtney Pritchett in the mouth. Able to catch it there prior to that happening.
It's a good block out by Courtney, though.
Back to Pritchett. Pritchett holds it. And now Lee into the corner. Boyle. They force feed Wilkes. They have her, and McKinney going to be called. That's a tough foul to go against McKinney, but may have gotten the arm there, I guess, Benji.
Yeah, or over the top sometimes. When you reach like that, they're going to catch you.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks, absolutely. It's a good job by Caitlin to seal her off like that and getting good offensive position.
Boyle looking, wants Wilkes, has her, hesitates, shot up, good for Caitlin Wilkes. She gets the finish. Maddie Boyle the final.
I wonder how many times they actually did that in high school.
Well, they're both 1,000-point scorers.
Yeah, so I'd say quite often.
I trust that Boyle set up Wilkes often. I wonder how often Wilkes set up Boyle. See if any Cody Wills or anybody can tell me that answer. But we're thrilled to have the 2 Lincoln County products here at CU. Oldham on the crossover, working against Boyle, gets inside and gets the finish. Breon Oldham, terrific performance here early.
Yeah, and Caitlin almost blocked that. You got to think there, Oldham just a little extra half step by Caitlin to get that shot off.
Here's Lee looking down low, not there. Boyle with it again. Now Lee, they have Wilkes. Wilkes, little body contact, shot no good, ball batted out. Lake has it, shovels it. Pritchett, short jumper is no good. Rebound, and Wilkes gets that left arm extended right into the back of McKinney. So this will go against Caitlin Wilkes.
It's all right. I don't mind that foul right there. Being aggressive on the offensive boards. Caitlin is just a very strong player. Don't mind that at all.
20-15. Wilkes checks out. Sarah Sutton back in. 7:24 to play in the first half. So the Lady Tigers jumped out early, had a big lead. Credit to Cumberland University for hanging tough and playing through that stretch. Johnson, a contested jumper, may have been blocked by Faith Lake. Sutton grabs it. Here come the Lady Tigers. A chance at numbers. Lake wide open left side. One dribble. Back to Lee. She'll take a dribble. Down low. Out. Pritchett right wing. Triple. Bang! Courtney Pritchett, second Edward Jones three.
Textbook penetration and an open kick. You cannot draw that up any better. The
only aspect of Courtney Pritchett's game that I would maybe gripe about is I think at times she may be too unselfish.
Yes.
I think she is as good as it gets, and if she took an extra 4 or 5 shots a game, you wouldn't complain about it.
I would not complain one bit. You're exactly right. And I think Coach Colvin, even in this time of a transition with a couple of her starters out, she's been encouraging Courtney to do that. And as you can see, she's not hesitating now.
Yeah,
that's good.
Health pending. She will. I don't think she'll get to the 1,000-point club this year. It would take quite a finish, but early next year, she will become a member of the 1,000-point club. And as I mentioned, not that you want to complain about someone being too unselfish, but that would be the only thing Courtney could change. As that is Burns at the line, sinking 2 free throws. 23-17 the score. 6:35 to play in the first half. The foul earlier was on Sarah Sutton, her first, team second. Out top, Boyle. On around right wing, Calvert. Pritchett again. Bounces, had Lee, just handcuffed her. Lee doing all she could just to keep that alive. A little low on that pass, perhaps.
That had a lot of spin on it, too.
Oldham has it back tap. Ball is free on the ground. Pitched up by Oldham is no good. That was Kennedy Powell in there to keep it alive. Lee, right side, hesitates. Shot blocked by Johnson. She's fouled, and that's going to be 2 on Tyra Johnson. I think Johnson may have gotten a bad whistle a little bit there, Benji, where she blocked the shot. It came straight down and hit
Lee on the head.
Hit Lee on the head, and it looked a lot worse than maybe it was. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. As you can see, Coach Bloom there covering. There's no telling what he's saying there, but, it was an awkward foul. Exactly right.
Lee back to the line, hits the free throw. I mentioned Kennedy Powell checked in a moment ago, 5'10" sophomore forward from Hendersonville, Kentucky. Lindsey Freeman unavailable today for Cumberland University. Freshman from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Good-looking youngster for Coach Bloom. Unavailable. Lee hits both free throws, 25-17. Lady Tigers, of course, playing without Bailey Pettigo and Lexi Lake once again. Pettigo may be creeping closer. Stay with us another week or so. Maybe you'll see number 4 back in the lineup for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, she's right on target with her rehab, so.
And here is Powell on that far side, dribbles it backwards and stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, you and I have talked about that many times this year. And how many times have we seen that? Players not getting used to that extended three-point line.
Well, you're looking in front of you, and you're used to having X amount of space behind you,
and
it's not there anymore. Inside, Lee finds Pritchett. Can't quite finish, but she will go to the free throw line as this foul down low going to be called against Abby Morgan. That'll be the first on Morgan, 3 on the Phoenix. 5:25 to play first half, 25-17. Campbellsville lead. Free throw here for Pritchett is good. John Boyce and the gang for Cumberland University down the far end of the scorer's table. Broadcast for the Phoenix today. John does a terrific job as the voice of Cumberland University.
He really does.
A couple of free throws there for Pritchett. Makes it a 27-17 lead for the Lady Tigers. I believe is that the first time they've been in double digits? They were close earlier.
Well, we had an 11-point lead.
It was 11 earlier.
Yeah, 12-1.
Here is Burns on the drive. Nice job stepping through. Some contact goes down. They're going to say it's a play on, and Lady Tigers will take over. Tough spill for Burns.
Got a little feet tangled up there. It was a good no call by the officials. But Courtney Pritchett leading the way for Campbellsville with 11 points already here, 15 minutes into this game.
Outside on the wing, it's Lee. Surveys, waits, nowhere to go with it. Now dribbles out to Sutton left side. They bounce it. Pritchett backdoor. Sutton rolling with the right hand. She gets the hoop. Courtney Pritchett to help her.
Yeah, nice little give and go backdoor there. Pritchett to Sutton. Sarah Sutton's first 2 points here this afternoon.
Off the elbow here inside the arc now. It's Swafford. I was trying to look and see if maybe somebody for the Lady Tigers has a little blood. Morgan out. This is a quick trigger three by Powell. Hard, and it's going to fall through. That thing jumped up to the shot clock, Benji.
Above the shot clock and straight down into the net. That is that is a shooter. You can't call it a roll because it didn't roll.
It didn't roll.
It's a shooter's bounce.
29-20. Inside, Lee finds Pritchett, going to go to work, and going to call an offensive foul as that was Swafford down inside to take that contact. 3 on the Lady Tigers as a team as Pritchett picks up her first. 29-20 remains the score. 3:54 to play first half. Oldham, who has been a real factor for Cumberland University today out there, had the basketball. Now it's Burns, going to go opposite the screen, now back towards Powell's screen. Oldham left wing, holds it, waits. Now on the dribble, driving in, kicks it out. Open shooter is Burns. 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound to Campbellsville, Lauren Lee. Again, numbers for the Lady Tigers. Boyle sprinting, bouncing. Sutton couldn't quite handle it. It goes off of Cumberland University. I believe that was Swafford that last touched it, and Campbellsville will keep the possession here. And this will bring us to a media stoppage here on the floor. The Lady Tigers head over in front of us and visit with the head coach. 3:25 to go, first half of play. 29-20 your score. Lady Tigers on top. This is the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
(29-20) our score here as we get to the late stages of this first half. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here with you at the Powell Center. Donna Wise court site for this Mid-South Conference doubleheader. Taking a look at some of the other matchups today on the women's side. U-Pike all over Shawnee State as that game is just before halftime. Thomas More and Cumberland's locked up at 40 apiece. That at Cumberland's, that a close one, as they are just there at the end of the first half, and at halftime Freed Hardeman with a 3-point lead over Lice. So everything kind of tightening up in the Mid-South Conference teams, as we mentioned, kind of fighting for some space. I'll tell you a team that I personally would not want to see, and not that there's an easy one, but Pikeville on the women's side, Benji, sitting down there on the road in that first round at maybe a UT Southern or a Georgetown, and all those teams are good. Don't get me wrong. You know, you look at even this Cumberland team here sitting looking at a road game in that opening round, not what you would want, but there's some scary groups out there.
There he is, and as you and I have talked throughout the years, I just love this time of year, the various different scenarios that can take place.
Boyle looking for some help here. 7 to shoot. Calvert bounces. Pritchett going to have to go. Out. Sutton, corner, triple. No good, and the rebound taken by Morgan.
That's a good look by Campbellsville there. Nice little kick out by Courtney. Just shot didn't fall.
Left wing, Oldham. Backs away now. Out top, Johnson. Faith Lake going to re-enter for the Lady Tigers. Johnson with the basketball on the crossover. Working right side over the top of Lee. Can't finish. Her putback is good. Bounced right back to her. 29-22. Long ahead, Lee to Boyle. Goes left side. She's fouled by Powell.
Once again, an easy transition there by Campbellsville. That was kind of a point of emphasis by Coach Colvin, that she thought she could get some transition buckets, and was able to do that there. Maddie Boyle a chance to go to the free throw line here.
Boyle at the line for the Lady Tigers here, as that foul on Powell was her first. Free throw for Boyle is good. Misha McKinney going to check back in for the Phoenix in just a moment. 1.5 minutes to play first half. Boyle with one more free throw toss coming. That one's good. Gets a couple of friendly bounces over there.
Yeah, Campbellsville, a perfect 11 of 11 from the free throw line.
Oh, you said it.
Oh, well, you know, I've been
That's
saying it
on
for a
you.
while. That's okay.
That's on you, this one.
She was actually waited to after the shots, but they are actually 34 of their last 35, Matt. That is an impressive free throw
That
shooting.
dog will hunt.
It will, absolutely.
McKinney inside working back to the basket against Pritchett. Nice move, gets herself free. I think, Benji, she made that shot a little more difficult as she
than it
kept
needed to be,
into the middle instead of going back outside. Lee racing, stops, trailer, Pritchett, top, Sutton, triple, short. Rebound going to be taken here by Olden.
All right, it's a good look by Campbellsville there.
Just over 2 minutes to play first half. Swafford stops, picked up her dribble. Out top to Johnson, right wing. This is Morgan. She'll drive in. Goes over the top of Pritchett. No good. McKinney couldn't handle it clean, and Pritchett grabs it. She'll leave it with Lauren Lee. Crosses the midcourt stripe. Sutton again. Triple on the way. That is just off the mark. Faith Lake, the rebound. She'll circle back out, and Lady Tigers will set it up. Pritchett in the corner. Little contact. She'll play through it, working against Johnson. Splits defenders. Left hand off glass. Good for Courtney Pritchett.
Yeah, way to be aggressive there, Courtney, to break that defender down. It's her 13th point here. Second chance points for the Lady Tigers.
33-22 matches the largest lead. Johnson out front. Johnson going to fire a three. That is short. Rebound right over the top of Shyla Calvert. Got a hand on it, couldn't control it. And Swafford gets the putback.
Yeah, second chance points there for the Cumberland University team. So a little offensive rebounds action for both teams here these last two possessions.
Just over a minute to go. Now under a minute, I should say, as I let the words out of my mouth. Sutton driving, stops. Lee going to get the screen. Goes with it right side. Back to Sutton. Can't fire it. Calvert with 10 to shoot. Pritchett at the elbow, working against McKinney. Spinning, a little up and under here. Off glass, can't get the finish. Lake keeps it alive, taps it to Pritchett. Blocked by McKinney right into the arms of Shootin' for a short two.
Yeah, good job, Sarah, coming in there and getting that offensive rebound off the blocked shot. The long-range shot's not falling for Sarah, but doing some little things there.
And a block on the other end by Pritchett. Oldham out. Shooter is Morgan. Can't shoot it. Decks it. Driving shot, no good, and she's over the back of Courtney Pritchett with 19.8 to play in the first half.
Yeah, way to block out there, Courtney Pritchett. She just does.
That'll send Pritchett to the line.
She just does the little things so well, Matt. You know, it's things that you don't see on the stat sheet. Yes, she's going to benefit from it going to the free throw line here, but putting a body out on the defender, blocking out, those things just don't show up, and you do that time after time, and you know, just I love the way she plays this game. I really do. The hard-nosed, gritty ball player.
13 for Pritchett already today. Give her 14 as she hits that free throw. 5 rebounds for Pritchett. Second free throw is good as well. Courtney Pritchett, a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line today as Calvert will check out. 19.8 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a 13-point Lady Tiger advantage.
Biggest lead for Campbellsville. Nice little stop here. Plus, Campbellsville gets the ball to start the second half.
Oldham on the left side. Surveys. Work out top. Morgan, 6 seconds. Morgan working against Boyle. Inside, knocked away. Lee, long ahead. Boyle got to let it ride. Throws it up. No good as the buzzer sounds. Campbellsville will head to the locker room.
You play, but here we are, Matt. You know, middle of February. This time next week, the conference seeding will start to take a little shape, and then in 3 weeks we'll be down in Bowling Green for postseason. And you and I, you know, we love that time of year, and then waiting to kind of see where exactly you're going to head for the national tournament. Fun times. I love this time of year.
You know, last year we went to Florida, which is never a bad thing to get a trip to Florida.
Especially after all this snow and stuff we've been having.
This year, however, Bowling Green did, I believe, put in a bid to maybe host a regional round, an opening round.
We should. I went back and looked. We should be.
Inside, Pritchett quickly to McGeorge to begin this second half for the early bucket.
You know, it's the same play they started the game with, but you and I were talking about the 15th of last year is when those destinations came out in terms of where the first round was going to be in the national tournament.
And they reduced those. They were playing
For
2
COVID.
at one site for COVID, so you're going to see more of those locations this year as well.
Yeah, 16 total sites.
Here is Johnson, and along 2 good for Johnson. Not to spend too much time on that, but, you know, for Campbellsville, if you are playing in a Bowling Green, how big of an advantage is that potentially
huge.
that week before you're playing a conference tournament there to give you a little familiarity with Bowling Green High School and that venue?
Well, that, and not only, but also for fans. You know, last year we did have a few fans that traveled to Lakeland, but being in Bowling Green, you know, I bet we have 100 plus.
Boyle across the lane looking for McGeorge, has to kick it out. Pritchett to Lee, extra pass, corner, Lake, triple, bang! Faith Lake and Edward Jones through right in front of the Lady Tiger bench.
Yeah, great ball movement, inside to out, around the perimeter to a wide open Faith Lake for Campbellsville's third Edward Jones 3 there this afternoon.
Lady Tigers led by 16 with 4.5 minutes to go, down in 11 in the fourth quarter. Here today, right out of the break, they've extended their lead to 16. A shot by Rongos is off the mark, and it goes out of play. Last touched by Morgan. Rongos had a big performance against the Lady Tigers down there. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 11 shooting. She's not been able to quite get going the same here today. Rongos hands it off. This is Swafford driving, gets past Faith Lake and throws one in off glass. Got even with Lake and kept her at bay.
Sometimes that's all you need to have that little advantage, just to get by your defender. Nice little penetration there by Cumberland.
Lake looking, waiting. Finally, Boyle will come free out top. Left side, Lee. Into the corner, Faith Lake, they bounce it. Pritchett has it, faces up. McGeorge going to set a screen. Now they want Pritchett, or excuse me, McGeorge, but she has to send it back out to Boyle. Over the top, Boyle, a little too far. McGeorge couldn't quite keep it in play, and it's a turnover on the Lady Tiger.
Sometimes those entry passes, it's all about the angles. I believe Campbellsville needed to take one more dribble toward the baseline, and it would have been a much simpler entry pass to that post. But as a result, Campbellsville turned it over.
Out top, Rongos now right wing. Swafford and Johnson wants to drive, throws up a floater in the paint. That is no good. Pritchett another rebound for CU. Chance to run. She'll work her way right wing. Couple of defenders there. Now she looks for some help here. It's Boyle. They'll call out the play as Ginger High Colvin will request Lauren Lee to pick it up. And now the maestro of this Lady Tiger offense goes to work. Out top, Pritchett off the screen, bounces. McJor rolling right hand, no good. She's fouled by Johnson, and that's going to be 3 on Tyra Johnson here, Benji. So that's something to watch as Cumberland's leading scorer has picked up an all-important third foul. Early third quarter, 7-12 to play. Lady Tigers a 14-point lead. McGeorge the nail.
Ashley played some limited minutes there in the first half due to foul trouble, so wasn't really that much in the scoring column. Set for about 15 minutes there, so Campbellsville been pretty intentional here these first 2 or 3 possessions, trying to get her back engaged in this ball game, having to set so long.
Second free throw good for McGeorge, so she gets a pair at the line, and the Lady Tigers continue their stellar free throw shooting. 16 points, the margin.
That's a good way of saying that they're very effective. I like that.
Swafford driving right side of the lane, spins back to the middle. Oh, Boyle goes down in a heap. May have had the wind knocked out of her as McGeorge grabs the rebound. Boyle crawling ahead, looking for.
He got the wind knocked out of her, I believe.
The hands on her head. That leads me to, was that Swafford coming across?
Yes.
I think that's a perfect Swafford, probably, maybe not intentional. Got that right elbow as she swung through.
Bless her heart.
Boy,
I've been there.
She barely had enough air to tell Ginger what happened. She elbowed me.
When you lose your breath like that, man, it's
baseline Pritchett. And that ball, heads up, Zach Clements, watch out. And my son over there almost got it.
That was a
Clark almost got Clark's birthday tomorrow. That would have been a bad birthday present. Number 6 tomorrow. Hard to believe.
They grow up quick.
It happens fast. Pritchett holds it as Campbellsville stays on the offensive end. Mark Vernon was trying to get to that basketball before it got to the seats. Fortunately, it missed Little man. Down inside, McGeorge goes to work. Can't finish. Johnson the rebound here for Cumberland University. 44-28. Left side in the corner. Swafford open, 3 in the way, and that is halfway down and popped back out. Calvert long ahead. Lee will back up with it. Pritchett in the high post. Works off the McGeorge screen. Goes opposite. Driving. Shot no good. Tries to keep it alive, and Johnson taps it free. Good defense for Johnson playing with those 3 fouls. Left side wide open. Rongos flicks up the 3. In and out. 2 in a row for the Phoenix. Have been halfway down and popped out. Lee drives, stops, spins, shot. Good for Lauren Lee. She is smooth from 8 to 12 feet.
Boy, she is, and I thought there was going to be a little contact there, but she did a little spin move to get herself open and was able to execute that easy 8-footer.
Here driving is Johnson and gets the tough finish over the top. Johnson very good offensively as Campbellsville quickly the other way. Lake up with a shot, rolls around and pops off. It kind of skated there on the rim, Benji. Looked like it needed just a little help to fall through. Rolls off the front of the iron, and this will bring a change as Caitlin Wilkes will re-enter.
Well, once again, that point of emphasis there of getting some easy transition buckets, and Campbellsville was able to get that ball down very quickly to Faith Lake, and that's twice now that they've gotten it down there pretty quick and drawn the foul and go to the free throw line.
Lake gets the first free throw. I don't know what that calls. Something about the media timeout, I think. Something about freaked her out in the first half. But anyway, Lady Tigers extend here as Lake makes a couple of free throws for Campbellsville. 48-30 the score. Right side, Sexton hands it off. Swafford, now Johnson. Left side, Rongos. Backing away is Johnson. She collects it, works off the McKinney screen. They switch. Calvert defends. Johnson picks it up. Corner. Rongos open. Triple on the way. That is around and out, and we're going to have a foul away from the basketball as Faith Lake going to get called for a hardy push on
little body check, I believe, out of bounds there.
This will bring us to immediate stoppage as Faith Lake picks up her first foul, first on the Lady Tigers in the quarter. They lead it 48-30. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready! We don't have time for spills.
Next. We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
.30 our score, 4:55 to play in the third quarter. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly courtside at the Powell Athletic Center as the Lady Tigers lead Cumberland University here. Campbellsville shooting it at 40%. So, Benji, they brought that percentage up just a bit from the first half.
Yeah, 3 of 5 here second half. One of those being a three-pointer. But once again, Campbellsville continues to have a stellar game from the free throw line.
Swafford pitches it in here to Rongos. And now Sexton out front between the circles. Calvert defends. They bounce to McKinney. Baseline J for McKinney is hard. And the rebound taken by Faith Lake. Lake looking for some help. She's got Calvert, a chance at numbers. Lee into the front court. Now slows down, out. Pritchett can't shoot it. Rongos able to close out defensively. Wilkes sets the screen for Lee, not there as Pritchett leaves it with Wilkes. Lee works, middle, looking back door to Lake, not there. Here's Calvert driving right side. It's back tapped by Johnson out of bounds.
Good defense there by Cumberland's able to get that back tap. Campbellsville got 7 seconds left here on the shot clock.
4:24 on the game clock, 18-point Lady Tiger lead. Lee looking, finds Lake, rolling, inside, avoids the defender and gets the finish.
Yeah, nice little out-of-bounds set there. Campbellsville, a little rolling Faith Lake for an easy layup.
Johnson with a crossover and some contact here as she got Calvert to extend that arm a bit. That'll be the first on Shy and the second on the Lady Tigers. 50-30, Campbellsville the advantage over Cumberland University. Johnson driving, shovels one to McKinney. She can't finish. Lauren Lee going to be hit with the foul call.
That was a very, very nice pass there.
First on Lee, third on Campbellsville as Johnson just kind of shoveled that left-handed right to McKinney. Wilkes had to come over and help out on Johnson. McKinney's free throw here is good. Nisha McKinney, a very good free throw shooter, 88.2% on the season. Freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. Second free throw pops off. Lady Tigers the other way. It's a 19-point game. Lee motions. Right side, bouncing. Pritchett, baseline, looking, gets the screen from Wilkes. Rolling, nice Wilkes has it, going to go up the right hand, shot blocked. Lake taps it back to Wilkes, goes back up. That shot won't stick. And Cumberland University comes away with the stop.
That's a nice seal by Caitlin Wilkes. Just had two good looks there. They just didn't fall.
Sexton inside. That shot may have been deflected by Wilkes, but it kind of went straight up, and Sexton gets the bucket. Long the other way, Calvert. She'll slow down and leave it with Lauren Lee. Lee bouncing to Pritchett out front. Pritchett, now Wilkes, now Lee, right side of the lane, into the corner, short corner, driving baseline. Lake across the paint to Wilkes. She gets the bucket inside. Faith Lake helps set it up.
Yeah, a nice little move there by Faith, being aggressive. I tell you, the last year and a half, she's been so aggressive on the out.
Oh my, Johnson from way deep. And here Pritchett with another rebound. We're going to have a foul called on Rongos.
Once again, Faith Lake being aggressive on the offensive end, is able to penetrate there, and then the help defense comes over, and she does a nice little bounce pass to Caitlin Wilkes. I believe Caitlin's got, 6 points here this evening, 3 of 6 shooting.
Sutton looking, gets it into Lee. There's some full court pressure. Campbellsville a chance at a 3-on-2. Left wing, Boyle won't shoot it. She'll drive in, looks for some help. Sutton off the wing left side now. And Lee holds it. The Tiger paw at midcourt. Sutton left side. Hands off. Lee. They want McGeorge. They've been unable to get it there. Boyle, 5 to shoot. Lee kicking. Right side, Calvert drives, throws one up. Off glass, good for shot.
Nice jump shot. A little runner there by Shiloh with 1 second left on the shot clock.
Sexton with it. Working down, backing up against Calvert, now out
good
to
defense.
McKinney. Calvert had her walled off. Rongos rolling. She'll stop at the free throw line. Long jumper, no good. McGeorge under the rebound for CU. Lee with the basketball. Crossover. Accelerates. Right side off glass. Good for Lauren Lee.
Boy, that's special right there, Matt Payton. She does it so many times.
And how about Lee? She was immediately talking to Boyle about the defensive matchup.
Yes.
As soon as the ball went through, she turned and was talking to Maddie Boyle about the defensive assignment. Coach Bloom wants a timeout here. This will be a full timeout with 1:57 to play in the third quarter. 56-33 the score. We'll step away. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
(56-33) Lady Tigers the advantage, 1:57 to play. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly here courtside. Elizabeth Bertram making an appearance here for the Lady Tigers, 5'6" sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky. Those of you following along on 104.7 The Score,
they remember her, don't they?
Trojanette teams and different things. McKinney back to the basket, working against McGeorge. Out to Swafford. Swafford wants to drive against Boyle, goes down the baseline, kicks it out. Driving here is Sexton, working against Lee. Throws up a shot with the left hand, no good. Ashley McGeorge the rebound for CU. Long ahead, 90 seconds to play third quarter. Lee, right side crossover, crossed herself over, and able to tap it out to Bertram. Bertram will slow down and leave it. Well, that's when you know you're
I tell you, that
crossover's next level.
That's when you fake your own self out.
Here, Boyle, I would have been tied in a knot there, right in lane. Oh, man, Rongos went down hard. Open is Lee inside. Bertram across the paint, right side. Ashley McGeorge gets the hoop. Elizabeth Bertram, the helper.
Yeah, nice little offensive possession there by Campbellsville. A lot of good ball movement for this Lady Tiger team.
Oldham right at Boyle. Missed the shot. We've got a foul. This will go against the Phoenix, and Rongos picking up the foul call. It seems like every time we call Elena Rongos' name today, it's for a foul or a spill to the floor. She's had a rough afternoon, as impressive as she was in that first meeting. She'll check out here with that fourth foul, 4 on the Phoenix.
Coach Colvin was asking her, said, did you just fake yourself out there on that? So
she's still smiling. Her teammates are smiling at her. We're just jealous we don't move that fast.
I'm telling you.
Unless I'm at the buffet. Here, Powell goes down in a heap. 58-33. There was no foul on that. It was just
6 seconds to get it across the court here.
Sutton pitches it into McGeorge. McGeorge, that may be the first time ever she's been dribbling in the backcourt. 1 second, not going to make it. They barely do. Boyle looking, bouncing, threads the needle to Sarah Sutton. She gets the deuce. Maddie Boyle the dive.
That is some special ball handling and passing there for this Lady Tiger team.
They crossed the stripe at the midnight hour, and Maddie Boyle helps set up a finish down inside. 60-33 the score. Rolling McKinney across the paint. Nice pass by McKinney. Just couldn't be, wasn't caught clean by Powell. And here they kick it out, and Sexton hits the 3. 60-36. 10 seconds. Boyle across the midcourt stripe, accelerates, ball knocked away. We're going to have a foul called on Cumberland University. I believe this will be on Sexton.
Kind of bailed Maddie out there. Chance for her to go here to the free throw line for 2 shots to put this thing up to 26 points.
Sutton going to check out as Shyla Calvert re-enters. And Powell bleeding. Yeah, multiple players bleeding. They were talking to Morgan or Swafford as well. No, it's Powell.
Get 30 seconds here to 20 seconds.
So the Tigers will.
Josh Williams very quick.
Put a little Band-Aid on Powell's knee there. That's a tough spot in the bend of that knee. I don't think that's going to stay very long. Boyle's free throw here is good.
Well, another solid quarter here for Campbellsville. Chance here to double them up on the quarter. 24-12 there, third quarter, Matt.
Boyle gets that free throw to stay. 4.3 seconds. Sexton catches. She sprints ahead, and Boyle is going to draw the ire of her head coach.
Well, it's okay. We had one to give there.
That's true. Yeah.
It's all right.
Not a bad foul.
Not a bad foul.
It's on me for not understanding the situation. Boyle's first. And, Oldham didn't catch that clean. I think maybe she was trying to catch it and turn all at once there. And ultimately, that foul, Cumberland University doesn't get a look. So 62-36, the Lady Tigers head to the fourth quarter with the large advantage. We'll step away, take a timeout, be right back. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
If doctors, nurses, and grocery store clerks can wear a mask for 10 or 12-hour shifts, you can wear a mask for an hour or less when you go to the store. Do your part. Mask up, America.
62-36 our score as we get set to begin third quarter action. The Lady Tigers leading Cumberland University as we try to take a look around some of the other women's scores today. And, oh baby, Benji Kelly points to the Thomas More score there. Cumberland University defeating Thomas More with 6 minutes to go. I'm going to pull up the live stats on that and see
I hope that's right.
Wonder if Thomas More has anyone unavailable. You know, with all the COVID issues and different things, you always wonder, are players available?
Well,
and
Kloss, Chrisman, Brenner, they're Hurst,
Hurst,
all the
Simon and Barth,
they're all in there.
Jones, yeah. So impressive performance by Coach Reeves and his bunch. They hope they can hold as we try to finish one out here as well at the Powell Center as a driving layup there by Sexton. We'll check some of the other scores in a moment. Lady Tigers dealing with some full court pressure here. Calvert with it, ahead to Bertram. Bertram driving, pull up, right in front of the rim. Bertram, little left hand finish.
Good job, Bert.
Long ahead the other way. This is Burns for three. That is short. Rebound going to come out to Bertram. Bertram pushing the other way. Bertram straight ahead. McGeorge out. Boyle, three on the way. In and out. Rebound, and Bertram, I thought, had herself another board, just couldn't quite corral it as that is Oldham coming out of there with it. Out top, open shooter is Sexton, three on the way, hard rebound, going to be taken by McGeorge, and we're actually going to go to the arrow. I'm not sure McKinney ever had enough of that. I'm fine with it being a play on, but I don't think there was enough to call the jump.
Would agree with you there, Matt. Would totally agree with you there. Sometimes just let
McKinney wasn't over the back.
No, not at all. It was a good, clean play there. Just let it play on for another half second or second and see what happens.
Here Boyle sprints ahead. Slows down, backs away. She handles the point for the time being. Lake off the wing right side. Calvert cuts. Now Bertram left wing to Boyle. 12 to shoot. Boyle out to Calvert. Now Bertram again off the wing right side. A dribble. Wants McGeorge. Not there. Lake, 5 seconds. Finally, McGeorge gets it. She'll go across, and that shot is blocked by McKinney. And to the other end, Cumberland comes with a basketball. Holden backs away off the screen from McKinney and gives it up right side. Sexton driving against Boyle. Throws one up, no good. McKinney, the rebound. Put back. She's fouled. And for Campbellsville, this will go against Ashley McGeorge. That's her third. So Campbellsville will send Wilkes, Sutton, Pritchett, and Lee back out onto the court. (64-38). McKinney at the free throw line for Cumberland University. Free throw here is good. And Cumberland coming off that big win Wednesday, trailing by 15 in the fourth quarter to Georgetown. Benji forced overtime, won by 2. They were actually at the Lindsey Wilson-Campbellsville game the other day. They stayed in this area without going back home, and I guess maybe with some of the weather.
Yeah, it's a smart move, absolutely.
Stay and try to get it in.
Thankfully, us here, we kind of dodged a lot of that, but from what I hear, other places in the state got hit pretty hard.
Boyle ahead quickly, finds Sutton. Now Pritchett comes free, and he'll leave it with Lauren Lee as Campbellsville dealing with that pressure of Cumberland University. Pritchett wants Wilkes, can't quite get it to her. She's got Sutton in the corner, can't pull the trigger. Now Pritchett again. Free throw line rolling, it's Wilkes. She gets the bucket down inside. Courtney Pritchett found her.
Had a little miscommunication or something there on the defense's end for Cumberland, and Caitlin Wilkes was just wide open. Caitlin with her 8th point here this afternoon, and another assist from Pritchett.
66-40, and we got a whistle here as Powell is fouled by Wilkes. That'll be the second on Caitlin Wilkes. 66-40 again remains the score as Cumberland University baseline out of bounds. Oldham pitches it in deep to Powell and Sexton between the circles here for Cumberland University. Left side, this is Burns blocked by Pritchett, gets it back. Ball is free and taken by Boyle. She'll run, goes left side. Lee can't catch it clean, saves it in bounds, and Oldham there to pick it up for Cumberland University. The other way, Oldham, a floater over the top of Sutton. That's good. 66-42. Lee ahead to Boyle. Boyle down, stop, out. Pritchett won't shoot it. She'll back it up, and the Lady Tigers will set things up here. Sutton. Boyle out top, left wing Lee. Sutton comes through. They've got her. Looking for some help. There's a double team. We'll go to the arrow, and I believe, as Sutton spills to the floor, she and Sexton were tangled up. And this will give it back to Cumberland here. Swafford back in as Powell checks out. 66-42, Cumberland on the offensive end. Oldham the basketball. Right wing. Swafford holds, gets the screen, goes opposite. Driving down the baseline, kicking it out. Shooter is Sexton. Three is good for Kiara Sexton.
Cumberland's third three-pointer of the evening. They're 3 of 18.
And Pritchett going to call a timeout here as the Lady Tigers are having trouble getting that ball inbounded there, Benji. Take a look here at some of these scores once again as
last time I checked, Cumberland's was still up 15. Now they're up 10 with 2:48 to go, 77-67.
That's a monster win.
Boy,
if they can hold on for Coach Reeves and company. Freed Hardeman and Life, those stats bottomed out and started third for a while.
Yeah,
that's at Life, so they should definitely be in the third quarter. It's an hour and a half old.
Yeah, I started to say they should be in the fourth quarter.
And Pikeville's going to get a big win over Shawnee State, 80-52 at the last update here. Now taking a look at Monday's schedule. Monday, Benji, is the regular travel partner day.
Yes.
You've got
everybody will be playing on the road, or everybody will be playing in the conference on Monday.
Yep,
yes.
Everybody in the conference is at it. Campbellsville goes to Georgetown. U-Pike at Cumberland's. Thomas More at Shawnee State. Life at UT Southern. Lindsey Wilson at Cumberland U. Freed Hardeman at Bethel. So everybody gets a travel partner. Then you've got that final week of the regular season that teams have the one last opportunity to make up games, but we are down the stretch here. You've got a handful of games or so for these teams as they try to wrap up the regular season. You know, it's so crazy. Once you get into that second semester, it's just like the schedule moves exponentially faster. I don't know. There are more dead periods first semester because you're playing in some classics, and then you may be off for a week and different things. When you get in to the grind of the conference slate, it just seems like it's the blink of an eye.
It does, and you and I are going to be blink, and it's going to be March, and we're going to be, taking a trip to Bowling Green, hopefully, and then also, if things align the right way, to Sioux City for this Lady Tiger team.
Campbellsville breaks the pressure
which is a nice town to have a national tournament.
Well, I loved Billings.
Billings
was maybe. Now I love the Independence as Pritchett working back to the basket, kicks it out, three. Sutton, bang, shooting an Edward Jones three. Courtney Pritchett another assist.
Yeah, Sarah's first three here of the game. That's her 9th point total. 3 rebounds, so good minutes here from Sarah Sutton this afternoon.
Lady Tigers on the defensive end here. Thomas Moore has got that as a 4-point game with a minute and 49 to go.
Cumberland is playing not to win or not to lose.
Shot inside, missed, rebound. And they're going to say, actually, I believe Sutton was out of bounds. She and Morgan tied up a bit there. You know, it's one thing that's kind of overlooked. You got to learn how to win close, tight games, and that's a young team for Coach Reeves. Thomas Moore's as battle-tested as a team at this level can be. Got a meeting here near midcourt on the clock, I believe.
The clock kept running. I think it's either 5:18 or 5:19. Shot clock will reset to 20, so we should be good here.
The officials say.
All right, we're good. Yeah. 18 on the shot clock. All right.
Oldham pitches it in, and it's going to be caught here by Swafford. She'll drive. Blocked by Wilkes. I don't know about that one.
Well, here's the thing. They anticipate that there's going to be contact there, and there was, but it was with the ball. So don't anticipate that a foul's coming. It was good defense on Wilkes there, but ultimately Swafford going to the free throw line here. We
missed that first free throw.
72% on the year.
Pritchett today 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Wilkes grabs the board there. So Pritchett, she just missed a double-double at Lindsay by a rebound. She's in need of one here today for.
Well, there's a lot of basketball left.
69-45 the score. Blake bluffs the pass. Wilkes to Pritchett. Pritchett motions Wilkes for the screen. Wants the roll, not there. Sutton again, 3 on the way. Bang! Sarah Sutton, another Edward Jones 3.
Yeah, that gets her to double figures. Well, she hit a big 3 the other night down at Lindsay. There late in the fourth quarter, about 4 minutes to go, that kind of opened things up.
Nice job by Oldham. She kind of let the defenders fall asleep
there's
a bit.
The rebound.
And there's that 10th board for Courtney Pritchett. Long ahead, Calvert to Faith Lake. Bounces inside, Wilkes up and one for Kaylin Wilkes.
Yeah, good find there by Faith Lake. Faith actually could have taken that shot herself, but unselfish as she is, she pitched it in there to Wilkes, and chance for a three-point play here for Caitlin. Caitlin's played really, really good minutes here tonight. That's actually puts her in double figures as well. So Campbellsville's got 4 players in double figures here this afternoon, Matt.
Pritchett, one of them, she checks out. Her day probably done. And she didn't do much. 15 points, 10 boards, 6 assists.
Yeah, that's not
bad for your 4.
Not too shabby.
As Wilkes hits the free throw here, that foul a moment ago was on Janet Claire Swafford, her first. Just the first in the period on Cumberland University here. Crossover by Johnson, takes the shot, no good. Rebound gonna go long out of bounds. Boyle able to wall off 2 Phoenix players, and it'll go out of bounds. Cumberland's clinging to a 4-point lead with 70 seconds to play. We'll keep an eye on that. That's an interesting one, and this brings us to a media stoppage, I believe, as the officials will discuss it. 75-45 the score. Lady Tigers on top. 4:17 to play. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
I love you.
(75-45) the Lady Tigers lead. Cumberland University here in the Powell Athletic Center. 4:17 to play. Lady Tigers break the huddle. And back to the court. Ashanti Gore going to make an appearance for Campbellsville. 5'11" sophomore forward from Glasgow, Kentucky. Bertram, Boyle, Calvert, Sutton, and Gore. Boyle has it, tries to work free. Just over 4 minutes to play. Boyle still in some trouble. Kicks it across. Sutton going to break the 10-second count. Sutton driving, ball fake, shot up, no good. Keeps it alive. Gets her own rebound and the stick back for Sarah Sutton.
Sarah Sutton, 14 points, second leading scorer for the Lady Tigers here.
Side, Sexton gets around Calvert. Can't hit the reverse. Gore with the rebound. She and Sexton are locked up, and the arrow will surely go back to Campbellsville. The last one went to.
Should be. Cumberland's Thomas More game, 30 seconds to go, Matt.
79-75, Cumberland's lead. Ahead, Gore has it. Looking now, Calvert breaks free. She crosses the midcourt stripe. Boyle, nice crossover, keeps it free. Bertram in the corner. Closing in on 3:30 to go, 77-45. Campbellsville staring win number 20 in the eyes. Here, Boyle backs away on the baseline, going to take the short jumper, no good. And Calvert the rebound, goes to the reverse and can't finish. Johnson snares it for Cumberland University. Johnson working against Boyle. Leaves it out. Swafford with it. Swafford going to take the jumper, and that is good for Jana Claire. Swafford.
Nice little mid-range jumper from Swafford.
And Cumberland U will back away a little bit here. And now they try to trap Boyle just inside midcourt. And we've got a foul called against Cumberland U. This will go against Sexton. Cumberland's up 6. So 81-75 over Thomas More. Sutton going to check out. She gets a hearty hand clap there from the head coach, and I think these are the performances the last few days
yes,
that
sir.
Ginger High Colvin has been clamoring for.
Well, you know, and she's had an up and down year, but she's peaking or trending in the right direction at the right time, and that's what you want.
Madison Drummond's in there, 6-foot sophomore forward from Hebron, Kentucky. Also Maddie Nally in there. Nally, the 6'2 sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. The basketball on the wing right side is Calvert, still on the dribble. Bounces, Gore tries to keep it free as Morgan ties her up, and this should go back to Cumberland U. Campbellsville right on its season average in scoring. Held Cumberland University to 47 points today. Right wing, Swafford with it on the crossover, steps back from the McKinney screen. The three is no good. Calvert ahead to Bertram. Bertram behind the back, gets free. Bertram, middle of the lane. Ball bounced down to Gore, back out. Calvert, left side. Bertram open. I thought she was going to let it fly. Nally will. Triple, no good, in and out. Drummond's had it momentarily. Ball still free. Gore has it, and we're going to have a whistle from the far side of the floor. Drummond's trying to fall. She fell down, was trying to keep that alive, and that's a rough one.
That is a rough one.
77-47.
She even shook her head like
30-point Lady Tiger lead. Morgan driving in, throws up a shot off glass. That is good for Abby Morgan, 77-49. Bertram ahead. Again, able to keep it free. Calvert left side. Inside. Calvert rolling from Bertram, no good. And the other way comes Cumberland. This is Sexton's shot, no good. Right there in front of the rim from about 6 to 8 feet off the mark. Nally with it. Ball's deflected and taken. Calvert looking for Bertram, and, well, Burns saved it. Campbellsville never touched that. Burns dropped it, but that's okay.
That's all right.
She was trying to throw it off of Campbellsville, but she dropped it before she ever threw it. But at this stage, I don't think anybody's going to bark too much. Just get out of here. Cumberland with the basketball, all about settling on a final score here. That shot no good from Swafford. It bounces all the way back out to her. She'll drive in, and she's fouled as Bertram going to get hit with a contact on the way through. So that's the first on Bert. 5 on the Lady Tigers as a team. Looking here at 49, this would, I would think, be bordering on a season low for Cumberland. 53 in the first meeting with Georgetown. 54 against Thomas More. Free throws good. 51 the total. I believe this would be a season low in scoring.
It's twice Campbellsville's done it, back-to-back games against with Lindsey Wilson too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nally, Gore, rolling, and she stops, kicks it out. Bertram, 3 on the way. That is in and out, no good. And the rebound taken here by Burns. Cumberland U long ahead. Morgan catches. Check that. That's Swafford, and she gets the lay-in. 53 the point total here. 35 seconds. Campbellsville will have to take one more shot. There's about a 7-second differential. Drummonds working, baseline, driving against Burns. Going to go underneath the Maddie Drummonds. Little scoop shot lay-in.
Wow, nice little scooper there for Maddie Drummonds.
79-53. Jumper for Swafford here. No good. Drummonds the rebound. Lady Tigers will get to the front court, and that should just about do it. They'll bounce it left side. Drummond's spinning, going to throw one up, no good. Rebound is tapped, still free, and with 2 seconds, the whistle sounds. And 79-53 the score. They say McKinney last touched it, so Campbellsville, I believe, will trigger it in, and that should do it. Those stats have just fallen asleep on us.
Haven't they?
They must wonder if they have a situation there.
Well, it's down to 11 seconds now.
They've moved a bit. Drummond touches it, catches, and that is it. The Lady Tigers will win it here, 79-53, the final score. They are now 20-3 on the season, 12-3 in Mid-South Conference play. The Phoenix fall to 10-12 on the year. They are now 5-10 inside of Mid-South Conference action. We'll step away, take a timeout, come back.